December 1st. I'm going to let you sit with that. Mm-hmm. It's December 1st. Shout out to all of the replay viewers. When you come in, replay viewers, please hit the like button. Not me having my desk upside down, low key. It's going to have to stay like this for now. It is December 1st. We are here. Okay? It's Cyber Monday. I'm going to give YouTube a little chance to push this out. I normally don't go live on Mondays. I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. And I hope you're not still eating turkey and Thanksgiving leftovers. I actually hate leftovers. But come on in the room. Okay? I'm going to do 2 lives back to back because after I get up. No. I'm going to wait and go live on TikTok tonight. December 1st, y'all. Welcome to the new month, the last month of the year. And I promise you, we just got here. I so want to position my microphone like this. But I feel like you all won't hear me as good when I do that. Okay, so before we begin, I want to let you know I'm going to mention two things at the end. My clarity reset, which I'm extremely proud of. That's my baby. There goes my baby. All right, my brain. And my inner healing vault. That's what the Cyber Monday sale is on. Okay, so what are we talking about today? When someone pulls away, how do you handle that? Emotional distance. This is what we're discussing today. Okay, so most women think when they pull away, they're reacting to him. Your body is actually reacting to your past, not to him. Okay, you all know I'm supposed to be practicing not saying okay as much. My bad, y'all. Let me push this back. I do have my notes because the way my brain is set up. All right. Let's get this together. Let me know if you all can't hear me as well. That's good. Did I say that right? Hold on. Because I hate when I'm looking at my screen and I'm like, I'm so dark, and it's really because I have the lighting down on my phone. Pray for me. All right, emotional distance. Emotional distance activates wounds, okay, that you didn't even choose. This is what happens. So today is all about understanding your triggers and how to stop begging for reassurance. Hello? You're going to learn how to start building regulation, clarity, and self-respect. Make sure you hit the like button, share this out with someone you know who needs it. All right. I want you to be calm before we start. Can we take a deep breath together? Everybody breathe. You know how we do it. 4 counts in through our nose. We're going to hold for 2, and we're going to release 6 counts through our mouths. Let's go. Let's do it again, y'all. Take another deep breath. You are not here to chase love. You are here to understand these patterns so that you can make more expensive decisions regarding your peace. I was absolutely cold before I got on here. All right. So we're not chasing, you're choosing. High value women don't chase. We choose. Hello. Welcome in if you're just joining. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. I'm also a deliverance minister. Like that. Okay. I help high achieving women who look beautiful. They look flawless on the outside, but on the inside, they are crumbling. They are having mental breakdowns and they can't even admit it. Some don't even realize that they're having it. Okay. They're used to being the strong one, the pillar of the family, the go to at work, all of the things. They struggle internally. They even struggle asking for help. I help them find their clarity, their peace, and their emotional freedom. Today is all about saying this when your partner pulls away. So we're going to talk about emotional distance. When someone withdraws from you, how do you handle that? Grab some water. My water is all the way back there. Grab some water, snacks, tea. Y'all at work? Y'all back at work? Or y'all still on? This is my favorite water bottle, even though I've jacked it up in the dishwasher. I was told it was rude to drink on the camera. I don't know. Are y'all ready? Let's talk about what emotional distance really means. Okay? When someone pulls away, 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing. It has everything to do with their internal wiring. Okay? And I hope you're taking notes. If you're not able to take notes, make sure that you catch the replay so that you can take notes. So when we're talking about avoidant partners, they do not pull away because you annoy them. They pull away because connection feels unsafe to their nervous system. Do y'all understand that? I uploaded a video last week, a reel, and this woman on TikTok said, "Oh my God, I needed to hear this." Her partner, I don't know if it was her husband or her boyfriend, but he literally told her the exact thing I said like 2 days prior. I think she said like a couple days, the exact words when I was talking about why he can't communicate. Okay? So I need you all to listen up. Avoidance experience closeness is pressure. This is what they're feeling. So when they're intimate with someone, like I ain't talking about smashing. I'm talking about real intimacy. Okay, that's another level. But when they're intimate with someone, it starts to feel like they've been exposed. Okay, so this is why they end up stepping back because they're like, okay, I got to catch my breath. So withdrawal is their way of trying to regulate. Does that make sense? So for you, when you're talking about regulation, you may journal, pray, go for a walk. You may go to the gym. You may call a friend and talk for hours, or you just may sit there and overthink everything. But for them, they end up disconnecting. And this is their way of regulating. All right. It's a coping strategy. It's nothing personal. Don't take it personal. This is their pattern. Do you understand? So avoidance is their safety mechanism. It is not them rejecting you. Their body is saying connection is too much. Your body is saying connection is just what I need. You see that? Two different nervous systems. Connection calms you down. For him, it's too much. All right. So these are two different nervous systems and two different survival strategies that end up crashing. Okay. So people who fear intimacy, they tend to disconnect first so that they don't risk losing what they're attached to. I used to be like this. I used to be the problem. Okay. I used to be like this. So it sounds backwards, but it's true. The closer they get to you, the more their fear arises. This alarm system in their body just starts going off. All right. So they say, okay, let me retreat so I can stay in control. Lord, I just went, okay. They say, let me retreat so I can stay in control. And it's like their silence ends up activating your earliest attachment wounds. I know this may be a lot already. So their distance, them pulling back, it didn't just hurt you. It is literally reminding you of your past. Okay. So every time, every moment that you felt ignored, overlooked, unseen, uncared for, unchosen, just their distance brings all of this back up. And that's why it hits you so deeply. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Okay. So this live is for women who are done carrying the weight of someone else's nervous system on their back, period. Okay. This live is for the woman who is tired of decoding signals. You're like, I did not get a degree encoding. Like, just tell me what's going on. All right. This live is for the woman who wants a relationship, but not at the expense of her identity. All right. And for the woman who refuses to chase after someone who can't even chase after their own healing. Hello. Hello, lights. Hello, wall. You understand? Can y'all just drop something in the chat so I know the chat is working? Can somebody do me a favor? Drop a number 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Can you hear me good? Can you see me good? Okay. So if you are a woman who is ready to reclaim your power, I know I have men that come and they listen. That's fine. If you're a man, you can stay. Let me know if I start lying. But if you are a woman and you're ready to reclaim your power, you're in the right place. Baby, you are not cold unless you are. You're not hard unless you are. Okay? But I do need you to stop pretending like you don't care. You're going to learn how to regulate. Okay? So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, why does this always happen to me? Why do I always end up in this dynamic? Why does distance make me spiral? This is the kind of work we're going to do this is the kind of work we do inside the Clarity Reset. All right. So if you're just joining, we're talking about emotional distance and why people withdraw even when they care. Keyword, even when they care. Other keyword, I need to plug up my computer before it goes dead. Hold on. So please hit the like button, relax your shoulders, sit back, chill while we go through this. All right. Let's talk about the triggers, why this triggers you. Okay. This is what happens in your body when someone starts to pull away. Your reactions actually are not random. I feel like I'm screaming. Your reactions aren't random. When someone withdraws, your body starts thinking, oh my God, it's happening again. It's happening again. The inconsistency, the abandonment, the rejection, the unpredictability that you grew up with. It's happening again. Okay? So your nervous system, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting a call. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let me let it. Your nervous system doesn't care about the present moment. It cares about patterns. Do you understand? It cares about patterns. 1 second, y'all. Hopefully my live is still connected. Okay, hopefully it's still connected. Your nervous system doesn't care about the present moment. It cares about patterns. Can y'all hear me? Please drop something in the chat. Can you all hear me? Drop a smiley face in the chat, something. I never had to answer a call. I got a call 3 times from the same person. I never had to answer a call during live. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Nobody's saying anything. Anyway, why we're talking about emotional distancing. What does it trigger in your body? So when somebody starts to withdraw, your body is saying, oh my God, this is happening again. The rejection I dealt with as a child, the abandonment, the unpredictability, the inconsistency. Your body is thinking it's happening again. It's happening again. All right. Your nervous system doesn't care about the present moment. It cares about patterns. So the second you sense distance, your body starts pulling up these old files. Okay. And you just assume that this person is doing whatever that person in your past did, however they hurt you. You're assuming it's the same thing that's happening. Please, someone let me know in the chat if you can hear me. YouTube, can you send me people who are actually going to respond to me in my live? Thank you. Algorithm, do your thing. So your mind is saying, calm down, but your body is saying, danger, danger, danger. All right, this is what's happening. This is the disconnect. Your logic knows it's probably not that deep, but your nervous system only understands sensations, not logic. Does that make sense? I'm really trying not to end this whole live and just start it again. I really hope you all can hear me. So it starts to react even before you have time to think. This is why you start spiraling, because your brain is scanning for threat, not connection. Okay, your brain is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, trying to protect you. Don't be mad at your brain. Okay, but it starts to zoom in on these micro behaviors, the slower replies to your messages, the change in tone, the lack of emojis, or the silence altogether. So now you become hyper vigilant, all right? And you end up going into survival mode. So you'll start replaying conversations in your head. Now you're questioning your worth. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Okay. You're coming up with all these stories. This is not funny. You're coming up with all these stories in your head because your body has learned to associate distance with danger. Does that make sense? So your heart starts racing. You end up with the bubble guts. Okay. You're having all these thoughts 10 years ahead, and it's like, please come back. Then you start asking, well, what did I do? Is he losing interest in me? Did I say something wrong? You're asking yourself all of these questions. That's not insecurity. That's your system trying to predict the next level of pain, the next hit of pain, so it can brace itself. Can you all hear me on YouTube? Can you drop a one in the chat if you can hear me? Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me, please. I know y'all like to lurk. You don't want me to know you're on here. Some of you, you're not going to say anything because you don't want to get blocked. I get it. But if somebody, so if you're thinking, oh my God, I'm just a drama queen, actually, you're not. You're dysregulated. This is what's happening, okay? If you're thinking, oh, I'm too needy, no, you're not. Your nervous system is just activated. That's all that is. You are not crazy, okay? Your nervous system is doing exactly what it learned to do whenever love felt unstable. So there's actually nothing wrong with you for having this response. Your body learned it from experience. This is nothing you're imagining, okay? As you come in, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I had so many calls come in. I don't even know if you can hear me good. All right. There's something powerful about a woman who knows how to regulate instead of reacting. All right. There's something powerful. The woman who can feel the trigger but still stay grounded, she's T. The woman who doesn't lose her voice even though someone else loses their consistency, she's T. Okay. The woman whose calm feels expensive, not fragile. It's not something that feels like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to have it tomorrow. No, baby, you know, tomorrow I'm going to be regulated. 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be regulated. 2 months from now, I'm going to be calm and peaceful. All right. That's the woman that's T. And this is the kind of work that I teach you inside of the clarity reset. All right. So I teach your body safety again. All you have to do is go through the steps. I lay everything out. It is not hard. Okay. As long as you go through the steps, you're going to see a difference by the time you get to the end and you get lifetime access. All right. So I need you all to breathe. Once again, take a deep breath, relax, drop your shoulders. Right now, we're learning how to stay grounded when someone withdraws from us. That way, we're not abandoning ourselves. Okay? If this is resonating with you, type the word safe in the chat. Safe, SAFE. So let's talk a little more about the avoidant dynamic. All right? because there are so many women, they take this stuff personal when they shouldn't. When you're talking about avoidance, dealing with someone who is avoidant, it is not about you. They have a fear of being needed or seen. Do you understand? Just realized I plugged up my computer, but it's not charging. That's weird. They have a fear of being needed or seen, okay? So normally avoidant partners, they grew up in environments where emotional closeness felt unsafe. It felt unsafe, overwhelming, or inconsistent. So to them, being needed feels like pressure, if that makes sense. And like I said earlier, when they're seen, it feels like they have been exposed. Even them being vulnerable, it to them it feels like they are losing control. Okay. Also, when you're talking about avoidant partners, connection overwhelms them, so they regulate by retreating. Okay, this is the part that confuses so many women. The moment things start to feel good, the avoidant, his nervous system feels threatened. So closeness triggers his flight response. You understand? So he pulls back. And it's not because he doesn't care, it's because he's starting to get anxious. He does care, and it's making him anxious. Okay? I had, let me see how I can give you this example. A personal example. There was someone, personal example. Did he call or text? I think he was texting me or whatever, checking on me. And I'm like, okay, how's your day going? And he was having a a rough day at work. So I was like, okay, how can I make your day better? Now this is not me trying to speak game. This is just me. Don't be mad if I'm smooth. You understand? Check my last name. Check my family lineage. All right. So I'm like, how can I make your day better? I'm sitting here waiting on a response. Baby, when I tell you that was the last text message that day, I don't know if you would call that ghosting if we were talking before, but when I asked that question, I literally did not hear from him until the next morning. The next morning, he called me. Hey, how are you? And he immediately went into, remember what you asked me yesterday? I didn't know how to respond. I'm not used to that. It made me feel good, but I didn't know what to say. Now, me being who I am, I wasn't thinking, oh, he ghosted me. Oh, what happened? Oh, what's wrong? Oh, I already knew. Oh, he don't know what to say. He's not used to this. But do you all see with that example how this works? Okay. Also, when you're talking about avoidant partners, their silence is self-protection, not punishment. All right. Thank you for whoever gave me the heart. At least I know that you probably can hear me. Okay, so most avoidants, they are not trying to hurt you. They are trying to protect themselves. Okay. The discomfort of emotional intimacy is real for them. So they're trying to protect themselves. And silence, I'm sorry to say it, but that's their actual shield. All right. Withdrawal is their coping mechanism, and distance is their way of saying, I need space in order to feel safe. Stop taking this stuff personal. All right. So you can love someone deeply and still be triggered by intimacy. That's just the core of the avoidant pattern. Now, let me say this. I'm explaining all of this stuff to you, right? If you're just getting on, make sure you catch the replay. Listen, understanding this pattern is not a permission slip to tolerate emotional neglect. Do I need to say that again? I'm explaining this stuff to you, but this is not a permission slip for you to tolerate emotional neglect. You can empathize with someone's trauma and still not allow their trauma to traumatize you. Hello? I'm gonna let you sit with that. Mhm. Do you understand? Write this down. Write this line down. You're not responsible for regulating another adult's avoidance. Write that down. All right? You're allowed to want consistency. You're allowed to want communication. Okay? You're allowed to want a partner that doesn't disappear the moment he starts feeling close to you. You are not about to leave this live confused. Those of you that are coming on YouTube, can you please hit the like button? It helps push the video out. All right? So you can have compassion and standards. Nothing wrong with that. The healed woman in you can say, I understand why you pulled away. And the high value woman in you can say, but I'm not going to abandon myself to keep this connection. Oh, boo, I understand. I'm not even mad at you, but I'm still going to put me first. Hello? Just because I'm giving you all of this information does not mean you should use it as an excuse to tolerate emotional neglect. High value women do not wait for clarity, they create it. You are not going to be walking around, sitting around, lounging around, laying around. Oh, I'm just waiting for clarity. I'm waiting for him to give me clarity. I'm waiting for him to make things more clear. Baby, if you're saying that, he already made it clear. Okay? High value women don't chase regulation, they embody it. I don't have to chase regulation. I am regulation. Hello? Stop saying hello so much, Renisha. High value women learn these patterns early, right? So that you don't become emotionally overly invested in someone who is still fighting to find themselves. You can go ahead and say ouch. Just go ahead and say ouch. So instead of chasing their regulation, I need you to invest in yours. Mhm. Instead of trying to pull them closer, I need you to learn how to anchor deeper in yourself. Okay, pumpkin? Instead of rehearsing all of these conversations in your head, I need you to learn how to stabilize your nervous system. Hmm. I'm even hearing, I need you to learn how to turn chaos into calm. All right? Stop trying to fix their fear of intimacy and start healing the parts of you that equate distance with danger. Mic drop. This is the kind of stuff we do in the clarity reset. Okay? It's my 7D reset, guided reset, rewires your brain. Hello, it heals your nervous system. This is the type of work we do. All right? It's going to pull you off of that emotional roller coaster. Calm and peace will become your baseline. Let me reset the room again, real quick. Welcome in if you are just coming in. Today, we're unpacking emotional distance and how to stop spiraling when someone you care about withdraws. All right? Tap the like button that helps push the video out in the algorithm. I know a lot of you are at work watching me, but if you can, drop something in the chat that also pushes the video out, okay? Share this live with someone. And remember, even though I'm explaining this to you, you will not use this as an excuse to tolerate emotional neglect. Now, let's talk about what to say when they start pulling away. Okay? Remember now, what you say matters far less than the energy, the regulation, and the identity behind it. So most women, they try to fix emotional distance with over explaining, sending these long paragraphs to this man. He ain't reading all that. All right. Panicked questions, defensive statements, where you start seeking reassurance from him. Then there's some of you, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go ice cold and show him I'm unbothered, team unbothered, clock that, all right? None of this is gonna work. None of this is gonna work. The body you're speaking from is activated, it's not grounded, okay? You have got to relax, okay? Number one, write this down. We're talking about what to say when they pull away. Number one, you need to know that what you say matters less than the energy behind it. So if your energy is anxious, your words are going to sound anxious, even if you type something nice, even if you say something nice, you may be over the phone or face to face. If you are anxious, your words are going to come out anxious, okay? If your energy is grounded, if it is calm, your words are going to feel grounded, even if you don't say a lot. You can say, when I say very little, someone asked me, a male asked me one day, how are you doing? I was like, I'm at peace. That's all I said. And when I tell you, baby, he rolled that way. He was like, oh, that felt good. I loved it. Like his whole, everything about him shifted and perked up. Okay. But again, this is what happens when you are calm, when you are grounded. All right. So this is why two women can send the exact same text message to a man. One of them will get no response, and the other will get a loving response. I'm telling y'all stuff y'all do not want to hear. My God, it's the truth anyhow. It's not the message, it's the nervous system that's delivering it. Does that make sense? Please hit the like button if you're on YouTube. Number two, I don't know why I keep saying if you're on YouTube. I'm going live on TikTok later with this. Number two, you need to learn to speak from regulation and not panic. So before you open your mouth to say anything, ask yourself, am I speaking from clarity or from a place of fear? Ask yourself that, okay? When we're talking about fear-based communication, it's going to sound like, did I do something wrong? Why didn't you text me back? Why did your tone change? What's going on? You need to tell me. Tell me what's going on. Okay, Shanae. No, this is not it. All right. Regulated communication. It sounds like slower pacing. It sounds like that pause I just gave y'all. Intentional pausing. Okay. It sounds like fewer words. It sounds like a grounded, more calm tone. No emotional rushing. No urgency. And no performing because you're trying to regain connection. Thank you. Number three, for those of you that are taking notes, you're going to use language that honors both your nervous system and theirs. I can hear you now. I don't care nothing about him. That's your problem. That's why you got 4 baby daddies now. That's why you out here talking about I don't like men now. Okay? Use language that honors your nervous system and theirs. So when someone withdraws, both nervous systems are activated, yours and theirs, right? So your communication, it doesn't need to overwhelm them. It doesn't need to abandon you. You don't want to trigger their avoidance, hello, but you don't want to trigger your abandonment wounds either. Okay? And this is a subtle dance a lot of women don't learn. Okay? They never learn. One thing I do, I don't know if I'm supposed to be, I think it was a certain point I said I was going to share this. Never mind, I was about to share it too early. Number 4, let me give you number 4 first. And then I'll share another quick personal story. Number 4, you need to learn how to address patterns and not personalities. Address patterns, not personalities. So you need to avoid language that labels, blames, accuses, or diagnoses them. One thing, if I'm talking to a man or men and I actually care about them, why would I talk to them if I didn't care? But y'all know what I mean. If I'm serious, if I'm seriously talking to them, right, like I'll tell them, let me know if I ever start speaking to you like you're one of my clients so I can fix that. I tell them that, I might say straight out, but I make that clear to them because years ago, one of my exes, that's one thing he told me. He was just like, stop talking to me like I'm one of your, uh, thank you for the gift, CC. Now I know. I've been on here 36 minutes and I kept saying, can y'all hear me? I keep getting phone calls. Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Nobody wouldn't say anything. Thank you, CC, for letting me know you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you, honey. All right. So one of my exes years ago, he was like, one of your I'm not one of your clients. Like he told me that years ago. Okay. He was also an ex that thought I didn't care about him because I wouldn't argue with him, but he had issues. We were young. Both of us had unhealed trauma that we needed to deal with. Okay. So you need to learn how to address the patterns, not personalities. All right. You are not going to get off this live and say, Renisha, you're not gonna get off this live and go in that man's face. See, Renisha told me that you were emotionally unavailable, and she said this is why you always pull away. And she said you never communicate because you're not gonna do that. What is wrong with you? You're not going to do that. You're not going to listen to this replay with the volume turned up because you're afraid to address your needs with him. So you're like, I'm gonna just let Renisha's video play so he can hear it. No, you're not gonna do that. And just in case you did, sir, I told her not to do that. Why would you do that? That's just gonna make him shut down. Even if he trusts you emotionally, that is going to make the man shut. Why would you do that? Somebody said she sure did. Why would you do that? Don't do that. Do not get off this live doing that, okay? Instead, you need to, why would you dictate? Instead, you need to, Lord, Cece just came in and now everybody commenting. Hello. Hi guys. Instead, you need to address the dynamic, okay? You can say something like, here's what I noticed. Here's what I'm feeling on my end. Here's what helps me stay grounded. What I normally say, here's what helps me stay calm, or here's what keeps me calm. You see the difference? When you say this, it makes me feel, or when you said that, it makes me feel. Do you see the difference? Don't get off here going off on that man, all right? So this is going to honor you both. It's going to honor both bodies. It's going to honor both nervous systems, both histories, both patterns. Do you understand? I hope you do. All right. And number 5, if you're just getting on, you can catch the replay. But number 5, you're going to respond in ways that regulate, not chase, because you are a high value woman. High value women don't chase. Okay. So chasing looks like convincing, fixing, proving, questioning, rescuing, and interpreting their silence. You're not going to do that. You're not doing that. You're going to regulate. So regulation looks like slowing down, breathing, naming, naming what's true for you. You're going to use your big girl words instead of trying to play my content in the background and having that man hate me and I don't even know him. You're going to use your big girl words. You should not be, you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be with anyone you're afraid to communicate with. You're going to use your big girl words. Also, setting gentle boundaries. Offering clarity, not control. You don't want to control him or her or them. You shouldn't want to control anybody. Okay. And regulation looks like remaining emotionally available to yourself. Okay. So responding from regulation, that's not about getting them back. It's about keeping you. Baby, it's always about me first. Period. If you are not healthy for yourself, oh, well, my kids come first. My kids come first. That's out of order. You should come first. Oh, well, my spouse come out of order. If you're not good, how can your kids be good? If you're not good, how can your spouse be good? If you're not good, how can that job be good? You see what I'm saying? Put you first. Y'all understand? Quick room reset. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. Okay, so we're about to enter into the last section. I need y'all to breathe. This is a lot. Oh, thank you, Miracle Stella. I didn't know that. CC, did you pay for that? I didn't know. I'm sorry. If you paid for it, I pray a thousandfold return because you already know, honey. It doesn't matter how much anything costs. Anybody that sows into me in any way, even when you buy my programs and my products, I pray the exact same thing. A thousandfold return blessing. So if that was something you paid for, I pray that God gives you a thousandfold return. I didn't know that. Who is that? Vera? Vera said, yes, I will use my words big and small. I know that's right. I know that's right. I see new names. Make sure you all are following me if you are not following me. Okay, CC, I didn't know. Well, just in case, girl. Thank you, Miracle. Just in case. Okay. All right. So where was I? So we're entering the last section, you all. All right. If you're thinking this is me, if your body is responding to this, make sure you stay until the end because I have two things for you. Now, let's talk about protecting your peace without chasing. I know YouTube has a lot of new features and I don't even know how they work yet. They have a lot of new stuff rolling out for 2026. It is December 1st. All right, let's get back to it. So, y'all, remember this. All right, we're talking about protecting your peace without chasing. Distance is not your cue to perform. When he starts going distant, this is not your cue to, oh, let me put on my circus act. Okay? You are not a monkey in the show. You do not need to get louder. You do not need to become more available. Hello? You don't need to become more accommodating or more agreeable just because he pulled back. This is not that, okay? Performing doesn't create closeness, it creates pressure. Pressure? All right. So when you do this, it's going to teach your nervous system that your worth is conditional. It is not. So you're not going to do that. Number two, and I should have told y'all to write these down. Silence is not your cue to panic. We don't, CC. We don't. Silence is not your cue to panic, okay? Right, pink diamond. I don't know if that's a diamond or if this is a new diamond. I like your name though because pink is my favorite color and I love diamonds. So, right, silence is not your cue to panic, you all. Silence is not rejection. Say that after me. Silence is not rejection. Silence is not abandonment. Silence is not a threat. All right? It's a moment. That's it. Silence is a moment, and moments don't define your identity. Vera said, this is very good advice. Thank you, babe. Thank you, Pink, for putting this in the chat for me. Okay? Make sure you all are following me if you're not following me. Also, someone pulling away should push you toward regulation and not reaction. Y'all not crashing out. The old you, she reacted. The new you, she regulates. Don't go busting windows out nobody's car. Okay, don't go cutting up that man's clothes. Don't, y'all. The old you spiraled. The new you know how to ground yourself. You don't respond this way, okay? The old you, she chased reassurance, but the new you chooses stability. Thank you, Pink, for putting that in the chat. All right, remember this, you all. You have heard me say it before. Peace is a posture, it's not a performance. You have to learn how to create peace from within. I have peace from within. That's one of my affirmations I started. I have peace from within. All right. Peace is not pretending that you're unbothered. That is not peace. If you are ignoring your feelings, that is not peace. If you are afraid to express your needs, that is not peace. If you are shutting down in order to protect yourself, that is not peace. Peace is choosing emotional alignment even when your heart is tender. Okay? Peace is power. Put that in the chat. Peace is power. Thank you so much, Miracle. Oh, thank you, Miracle. How did you put that? Miracle, how did you put the YouTube emoji? Is there a YouTube emoji in our like in our regular emoji things? I have an Android. How did you do that? Y'all know the comments. I gotta focus. How did you do that, Miracle? Peace is power, okay? Peace is expensive. Peace is the new standard that you're holding yourself into. It's December 1st, y'all. We are almost in 2026. I need you all to get this before the year ends. Okay? We're almost done. Remember this, healing is not about keeping them. Everybody talking about they in their heal. I'm in my heal girl era. Everybody, I see all kind of reels and what's the other thing that's called? Carousels on Instagram and TikTok. I'm healing, yeah, but healing isn't about keeping this man or getting them back. Healing is about not losing yourself. There's a smiley face at the end. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. So I'll practice that when I'm on somebody else's live. Okay. This era trend, exactly, CC. Everybody said they in the heal girl era. All right. Well, let's start acting like it for real. All right. Healing is not getting them to come back to you. Healing is not getting them to be consistent. Healing is not, ooh, I'm going to get him to communicate better. That's not healing. Healing is staying connected to yourself. Healing is honoring your needs without fear. Healing is not collapsing just because somebody else pulled back. Healing is not mistaking their avoidance with your worth. And again, boo, I'm not mad at you. You just need to heal more yourself. But I know my worth. Okay? So your emotional safety has to stop depending on someone else's emotional availability. Do you understand? All right. So I promise you that there is a version of you who does not send novels at midnight. Oh, I can't sleep, so I just got to send this to him and get this off of my chest. There's a version of you that doesn't do that. Oh, thank you, Miracle. Okay. Miracle, have you been in here before? I feel like your name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. I'm about to make you a mod. You keep on like this, honey. I know that's right. Come on, Miracle. Okay. I promise you, there's a version of you who doesn't refresh their messages every 30 seconds. There's a version of you that doesn't rehearse these arguments in the shower. There's a version of you that doesn't stalk their social media pages. Oh, what is he doing for Thanksgiving? Who is he with? He didn't call me for Thanksgiving. I wonder what he's doing for Christmas. If you don't get off that man's social media, get off his social media page. Delete the app if you have to. Get off. Stop that. Okay? There's a version of you who doesn't shrink. You don't panic and you don't perform. There's a version of you who can feel the trigger, and instead of crashing out, you just regulate. You don't spiral, you regulate. We promise that there's a version of you that's listen. There's a version that's not stalking that man on social media, all right? You need to be the woman that pauses. Be the woman that breathes. Be the woman that responds from clarity. I need you to be the one that holds her standards. And I know they try to make y'all feel bad for having standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards, okay? Social media. You need to be the woman that honors her nervous system and protects her peace like it is her inheritance. Why? Because it is. Peace was your inheritance from the beginning, okay? And this woman, this version of you is not far away. She is emerging. There's a new buzz term going around right now, becoming her. You are becoming her, okay? So she's that version of you that surfaces when you stop abandoning yourself and you start honoring your emotional clarity. This is the woman the clarity reset was created for, all right? Someone who refuses to keep losing herself in another person's patterns. Not just your partner's, another person's period, but that's a whole nother lie. All right. So we made it to the affirmations, y'all. I have affirmations for you. Why? Because the power of life and death is in your tongue. So I need you to relax, stretch if you need to, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, do whatever you got to do. That tongue, remove it from the roof of your mouth. Take a breath in before we start these affirmations. Thank y'all for sticking with me. I've been on here for 52 minutes and nobody started talking until Salithia came in. Thank you, Cece. The saints were scared to talk. They wouldn't say nothing. I was like, can y'all please put a one in the chat so I know y'all can hear me in this phone call that mess up my audio. All right, did y'all take a deep breath? Repeat after me. If you want to put your hand on your heart, you can. You don't have to. Repeat after me. I am safe even when someone withdraws. My worth is untouched by someone's emotional availability. I choose clarity over chaos. I respond. I don't react. I do not chase. I regulate. I am the calm in my story. We're going to say that one again. I am the calm in my story. Good job. All right, before we wrap up, is it okay if I share the clarity reset with you? Just for a couple of minutes. Put a yes in the chat while I sip water. That water tastes so good. Vera says, I'm so glad I found this live. Thank you, boo. I'm glad it found you too, girl. Make sure that you follow me. And I have a playlist of inner healing videos. So if you like stuff like this, just click my playlist whenever you have time. And I promise you're gonna find something in there that you like. Ooh, Salithia said, yes, I'm enjoying it. Thank you, Salithia. So if you know this teaching resonated with you today, I'm about this CCC and you just got it. I'm telling you, the clarity reset is lit. Y'all better get it. Y'all better get it. And I can't say too much. Well, I could, but I'm not going to say too much right now. But you want to get it now. All I'm saying is in 2026, there's a big surprise for those who have it. That's all I'm going to say. But you want to get it now. It's going up too, but hmm, if this live is like, okay, yeah, my mind is finally connecting the dots. This is what's been happening. All right, this is your nervous system speaking. So your body doesn't just need more information, it's asking for regulation. Somebody say regulation. Tap your neighbor and say regulation, okay? If we be honest, information has not been your issue. That hasn't been your issue. Some of you, you have a lot of information. You've been watching YouTube videos, you've been watching Instagram videos, you've been watching TikTok videos. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I heard people are still over there, and I don't know if I need to go back. But you've been watching all of this, you've been reading all the posts, you've been listening to the podcast, you've been talking to your friends, you've been doing all of the things, and your body is still tired. Your body is still tired, your mind is still spiraling, and your peace is still fragile. The clarity reset is my 7-day guided nervous system reset, okay? For women who are tired of spiraling just because someone withdraws. All right, now this is not some type of relationship reset. I don't want y'all to think that, but it can be used for different relationships. It's amazing. Let me pull it up because I do have new people in here. And let me tell y'all what we do each day for those that are new. Now, I also have a Cyber Monday deal going on, but the Cyber Monday deal is for my inner healing vault. That's something different. So the inner healing vault has 8 of my products in one. It's 17 separate downloads. That is on sale for Cyber Monday. The inner healing vault includes the clarity reset for those that need that. So in the inner healing vault, it has things like I did a series in the spring of this year regarding those that have toxic mothers. So if you have a toxic mother, a narcissistic mother, whatever, the Mother Wound Recovery Suite, that's 4 videos, I believe, that's in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 classes of that. If you are someone who dealt with spiritual abuse, I have a 3.5-hour class in the vault on spiritual abuse, and then I take you through deliverance for that. What else is in there? I have my Wealth Rewired series where I teach on the poverty mindset, the abundance mindset, the growth mindset. I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, y'all. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3. Rejection renounced. Everybody has dealt with rejection. If you've dealt with rejection, I taught on that, and I took you through deliverance. The Marine Kingdom, I have a teaching in there on the Marine Kingdom. It's a 4-part teaching, and then I added a 5th video. And the 5th video is all about deliverance. So that has never been seen. The 5th video. Is where I take you through deliverance if you are someone who is dealing with the Marine Kingdom. And then it has some other products. So that's literally 8 of my products in one. It includes the clarity reset. So if you need that and you want to take advantage of the deal, the Cyber Monday deal, it'll be up until 11:59. After that, it's going away. And at the end of the month, that's going up too. Going up even more. It's going back to $497 tomorrow. But at the end of the year, it's going up to like, I don't know, 600 or 700. All right, the clarity reset. Let me go through this. And the link, if you all want to look at my products, the link is pinned, okay? So the clarity reset. This is going to pull you out of survival mode, right? And it's going to reset your emotions, your nervous system, all of the things. It's extremely simple. You just got to follow what I teach you. You get lifetime access. And again, you want to get this clarity reset, all right? Day 1, let me skip some of this stuff. Daily, I give you clarity check-ins, opening insights, reset practices, and reflection prompts. Day 1 is the unveiling. So this is where we're identifying the weight, okay? So whatever you've been carrying that you should not have been emotionally, whatever, you go through this. It's about 2 pages per day, but you go through that. I break everything down. I have clarity check-ins, questions for you to answer, opening insights, small blurbs, reset practices, things you need to do. I give you affirmations, okay? Reflection prompts, spiritual resets for those that have the same belief. I understand everybody that follows me does not have my same spiritual beliefs. So if you don't, you can still benefit off this. You can just skip the spiritual reset part, but it is included. Thank you so much, Miracle. All right. I have prayers in here. It's when I tell you it is lit. Day two is the unhooking. So this is all about releasing what's not yours. All right. Day three is all about the flush. This is where I help you to detox emotionally. Day four is the return. So this is where I help reset your core. I bring you back to God's original intention for you. Day five is all about the signal, addressing physical manifestations. There are people who are dealing with things in their body. There are people who keep going to doctors. There are people who are on medications right now because they don't realize that the real issue is emotional and mental. I'm going to do a small series talking about how nervous system, because this is not, I know there are a lot of people, or there may seem to be a lot of people talking about this right now. I'm not just hopping on a bandwagon. I'm going to do a small series sharing how the women in my family were plagued with these nervous system issues. Back in the day, they called it nerve problems. They didn't have language for it. I address physical manifestations, right? So my normally high achieving, high performing women are drawn to me. You're the strong one. You're the pillar. You're the one that always shows up for everybody else. But your body has been trying to tell you that it is tired. And you're like, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong. I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. Yeah. That's what we address on day five, the physical manifestations. Day six, I think day six is my favorite day. It's called the line, right? It's about rebuilding boundaries. I feel like it's my favorite day because there are so many people that don't have boundaries. And I didn't know that until I started doing this work. There are so many people that just don't have boundaries. There are so many people who are afraid to set boundaries. They're like, oh, that's my family. I can't set a boundary with them. That's my parent. I can't set a boundary with them. What? There are so many people who don't have boundaries. Day six, I teach you how to build boundaries. And I promise you, I feel like that's my favorite day. Okay. And then day seven is the shift. It's all about living light and free. When this is over, what are you going to do? All right. And again, you get lifetime access to this. I'm going to say it one more time. You want to get it and you want to get it now. The price of this is going up in about 2 to 3 weeks. But for those of you that get it before then, and those of you that already have the updated version, I'm telling you, you're going to be so happy. Now, this all has been on time for me. Thank you for obeying God. Thank you, Salithia, for obeying Him as well and grabbing it, because some people just procrastinate. I'm going to get it later. Okay. I'm telling you, the clarity reset itself is going to be doubling. It's going to more than double in price. Mm-hmm. So if you want the clarity reset alone, or if you need my other programs and products, you can get the Inner Healing Vault and take advantage of that sale. It is up to you. Again, the link is right there. And also, once you get the clarity reset or anything on my website, you automatically get access to DM me if you have questions. There's a feature in there where you can DM me. All right, so make sure you all DM me. So the clarity reset, this is 7 days of grounded psychology, nervous system regulation practices, emotionally intelligent prompts. We don't have to go through all that. I just took y'all through it. All right. If you are tired of performing, if you are tired of being the strong one for everybody else, if you want to learn how to build boundaries, if you want to heal your nervous system, get the clarity reset, y'all. At this point, I've been on for an hour and 4 minutes. I'm tired of talking, so I'm about to get off. Get the clarity reset. There are women right now who are quietly choosing regulation over chaos. They're doing this reset, okay? Some of you, you're going to wait. Some of you will act. But only one of those groups is going to feel different by next week. Okay. Miracle, who are you? Miracle, did you send me a DM? Do I know who you are and then I don't know who you are? Or do you mean like I message you back on YouTube? Girl, you must have been the person that I was messaging on YouTube. Y'all, this is so funny. YouTube sent an email out and they said they're about to start testing a feature. It's in other countries where they're bringing DM access. Remember when I used to say, I wish YouTube had DMs? And then when I saw that email this morning, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Cause like I'm growing on YouTube so fast. I'm like, and all these people are gonna be able to DM me. But if you think about all the other platforms, we already have it. So okay, Miracle, clock that T, honey. All right, I got you. All right, so I say this with no pressure. Get the clarity reset, okay? If you feel that pull, your nervous system is like, we need this. Your body is like, we need this. Renisha is lit. God answering your prayers. He is, honey. When y'all know how y'all pray for something and then it happened, you'd be like, wait. When I saw the email, I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this for real. Because what if I get flooded? But this is where we are. All right. So I don't want you to go through another year of spiraling. 2026 is here. I'm tired of talking. I gotta rest my throat because I gotta go live on TikTok later with this same live. Okay. We're almost in 2026. Don't procrastinate. Get the clarity reset. Join the the winning team. The clarity reset is good in it. Well, who are you? So you already have the clarity reset? Are y'all playing with me at this point? Pink Diamond, do you already have the clarity reset? I feel like y'all playing with me. How many people in here have the clarity reset? Are y'all playing? Listen, whether you join or not, hopefully you'll join. I just need you to promise yourself this: you will not keep abandoning you. Okay? Even if you choose not to join, promise yourself that. Okay, Cece, I don't know if they just speaking in the future, like they know they're gonna get it. Oh, well, you can still get the vault. Well, I mean, you can still get the vaults. If you want to take advantage of the Cyber Monday sale, you can use a P plan if you need that. I don't know if we can say that word on here. If that works, I mean, you'll still have 17 downloads, 8 products. But it's up to you, just in case if you want to take advantage of that. All right, I'm done, y'all. Remember this: you is smart, you is kind, and you is important. I'm just playing. You're worthy of clarity. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. You're worthy of clarity. You're worthy of calm. Y'all play too much. You're worthy of love. All right. I wish I would have waited a week. All right. You're worthy of a love that does not cost you your identity. So I love you. I see you. And I'm proud of you for being in this room today. Thank y'all for talking to me. Thank y'all for engaging. You're welcome, girl. Thank you for engaging. We've been here an hour and 9 minutes. I'm about to get off here. I need to record some reels too. So I'm gonna have to do that. I'm doing a 25 days of clarity, like 25 days of Christmas. So I need to record. It's so much I need to do before I go live again. Okay. Well, Vera, hopefully and prayerfully you can get it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all better get it while y'all can. All right, so I'm gonna see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.